So today, we're back in the beta, and we're trying out the brand new unique item, the Repeater. This awesome item repeats up to 6 starter battle effects every 12 seconds, all at once. The plan? Stack up a bunch of prismatic orbs, armours, or caps to rack up an insane amount of buffs, block, and damage reduction. But hey, let's see how crazy this one gets. Okay, we're back in the beta. Let's go and jump some honor and games and see what we can do today. So we're starting off with the big old Berserker, and we are going to be looking for one of these new skills. False Life, Full Body Protection, Double Rainbow as well. So we're going to start off, we're going to need a weapon. We're going to grab ourselves a broom. I'm going to grab the shiny shell. I'm going to grab a piggy bank for now, and I'm going to grab a stone. Do we want this? I'm going to roll because I do want to find ourselves a weapon here. We didn't get a weapon, but I'm going to take this healing, or health pot, so we can craft up a shelly. Now, next question is, do we want to grab ourselves a whetstone for a hero sword? You know what? I will take it, but I'm going to venture on with this for now. Is this actually going to be good enough? Potentially not. One weapon is not going to be that great. We do have 2 stones to deal a little bit more damage. It's going to be 3 to 5 damage, or it could be a miss. Wait, we should get Battle Rage. We should get some Lifesteal. And we do have a health pot to keep us healthy. The only thing is our opponent does have a shield. Now, they're not actually going to have a lot of DPS with a wooden sword. So we could actually be in a decent spot here. Maybe, potentially. Hopefully. What is going to happen is, this is going to be a super long fight. Now, we did use our health pot, and yeah, we're going to fall short, unfortunately. It is what it is. We should have a shelly right now, which is going to be even better. I did want to grab our whetstone, but we definitely have to grab ourselves the shovel. I would like to grab the banana, but I'm going to take our whetstone. So with that, I'm just going to venture on with this. Craft up a shovel. We're going to use our whetstone in between with our weapons. We should be in a much better spot. However, we are facing a Pyromancer with Arm to Darkness. I mean, that's just incredible damage. They got 2 procs of it off the get-go, dealing 14 damage instantly. Yeah, we got super unlucky. There's not much you can do about that. It is what it is. We got our shovel. We're going to grab a storage. And turnip on sale for 4. I'm actually going to take here. Now, I'm not going to craft it up. I'm going to keep it as a turnip. I'm going to grab ourselves this piggy bank. I'm not going to take the rainbow badge. I do actually want to grab this on Dev Amulet, but yeah, I'm going to venture on with this for now. Because with our Thorn Whip and our shovel, we should be able to sustain our stamina. Potentially. Are we going to survive for a shelly to go off? You know what? Looking much better than the last fight. I say that actually, and holy moly, did we almost actually lose there. Which kind of mad. We didn't get one of the new skills, unfortunately. But we can get them at round 10 as well. So for this, I'm definitely going to have to grab Piggy Pinata. Piggy Pinata, since we do have piggy banks, we've got the brand new item. The Repeater, after 12 seconds, repeat the start of battle effect. So it can't be increased. It is going to be quite slow. The only way it can be increased with gloves or fanny pack. Right, I'm going to take it. We got to definitely try it out today. Let's grab our fanny pack first though. Let's go ahead and grab you then. And right now, yeah, it's not going to be that great. We're going to be targeting our Walrus Tusk. Although we could move a shelly in here. Now, is it actually going to repeat the start battle effects? Okay, on all of them. Okay, that's going to be nuts. That's going to be genuinely nuts. If it does it on every single item, it does take almost 11 seconds though, which is definitely a super long time. But hey, we've got 2 long items, Shelly as well as a Repeater. It's going to give us a little bit more max life. It's going to give us 1 extra spike. But can we actually keep up? Your opponent does have some healing with Gooberts and a shell totem, but not too bad. Okay. 1 of our piggy banks did explode, giving us Amulet Feasting, a mana orb. We also got another mana orb. I'm definitely going to grab this. Amulet of Energy. Actually, that's pretty darn good with the Repeater. Because it's going to repeat the start battle effect. It's going to increase the speed of the Repeater. So, you know, I'm definitely happy with that. I will grab another mana orb though. I think I'm going to sell Walrus Tusk 2 roll. Now, start battle effects, we definitely want to grab our armor. We could go Blood Turn here. We can also go Mana Thirst. You know, I'm going to sell our coal. I'm going to sell our shovel. And a sweatstone. Let's go and craft up Blood Turn for now. Blood Turn for now, let's grab our storage and let's grab our leather armor. And I'm going to move on. So with the Repeater, we definitely want to grab as much prismatic orbs. Yeah, that's 5.5 seconds to actually activate. Now, it is only for a second, so it's probably going to be around 9 seconds When it does activate, it should activate again, increasing the speed once again. And yeah, it's just going to be pretty good in my opinion. Shelly with a big old burst heal, keeping us healthy. Even our opponent just has insane amounts of spike generation, especially with that double rainbow new skill. We got a blood turn. Let's grab our storage. Now the thing is, if we craft up a dragon skin armor, it's not going to be that great for us. I also want the boots, because one of the new skills requires us to have boots, gloves, and leather armor. So I definitely want to grab both these. Helpa is also going to make our Shelly trigger a little bit faster, which is going to be awesome too. But for now, let's grab our armor, that we can get a ton of block as well. So you have a repeater in here, targeting our Amulet of Energy, along with our leather armor, along with our Walrus Tusk, and our Piggy Bank for now as well. 2-mana orbs going to sit in this position, not going to be super great, but it is what it is. I'm going to be moving on. I'm not going to be crafting up Dragon's Glamour because we definitely want to start battle effect. We really want a vampiric armor, to be quite honest. With our Amulet of Energy, okay, we do need some healing herbs though. Some way to get some regen, so we have some spike stacking, because actually right now we could be a lot weaker since we literally have no buff generation. Which is going to be a little bit problematic. Except for one little spike that we do get from a repeater every basically 10 seconds. Which is definitely not going to be good enough. Yeah, unfortunately we do end up losing. We got a lot of items that are just not going to be that great for us. Grab a storage, let's grab our boots. And again, we're at a high risk of losing if we do continue on with this. I'm not going to take the health pot down, I'm going to roll. And I'm going to have to roll again. Okay, that's crazy, crazy good. Maybe do want to get rid of our mana orbs. I kind of like mana orbs with Amulet of Energy if we do get a prismatic orb. Maybe get rid of our Shelly here. I'm going to get rid of Shelly and our Star of Courage so we can grab this and craft up Vampiric Armor. Also, Amulet Feasting's not doing a whole lot for us, to be quite honest. But I am willing to go on with this for now. Especially with a repeater on our amulets. Our Bloody Amulet. It means we're going to get some Vampirism. It also means we're going to get some max life. So this is going to be much, much better. You should be able to get 1 extra spike, 2 extra Vampirism, or the fight is done. And if it lasted 20 seconds, we're going to get it again. So our buff stack and build is starting to come together a little bit better. But it's going to give us a lot more max life as well. Well, I say a lot more. It's 20 max life per 10 seconds. Which is not insane by any means. And we're actually looking like we're going to get outpaced here. Yeah, unfortunately. So we're down to our final life. But we do get our life back, and now we get to choose our subclass. Now, the only starter battle effect that we do get is the Shaman Mask. But I think it's going to be kind of nice with our buff stack and build. So I'm going to take it. It does give us a Hawk Rune, it does give us another mana orb. Which I'd love to take, but we could be trolling taking this much mana orbs. The reason to take this much mana orbs is to go for big mana buff bomb with the Amulet of Energy. Which I really do want to try to go for. So I'm going to take it. Let's roll again. And we definitely need this shield. Insanely badly. If that's even a real word. Insanely badly. But it doesn't mean I'm going to grab ourselves a box of riches. I'm going to reserve this and our shield for now. I'm going to venture on because right now this is only going to give us one tiny bit of luck. Which is not so great. We do need to get a bunch of luck so we can start stacking up even more buffs with our Shaman Mask. Supporting our Bloodthorn like crazy. But unfortunately for us, our opponent is going to have a ton of heals. They're going to be stealing our buffs with Tim. And we just don't live long enough to stack up our buffs just yet. Actually, hold on a second. Can we bring it back? Definitely, definitely not. Wait, we did get our Piggy Bank to explode. Give us Amulet of Darkness along with a cheese. Now we could keep the cheese, but I'm going to sell it. I'm going to sell it because I do want to grab the storage. I do want to craft up a Moon Shields. But it is going to be too late here. Amulet Feasting just needs to go. We want to grab this Elfin Rune as well. We're going to take this gemstone because that's going to be more luck first. And yeah, we're going to have to risk it. Once you get a Moon Shield in though, Moon Shield is going to give us a ton of mana off the very beginning. So we can get to our big mana buff bombs a lot better. And then all we need to do is find a lot of prismatic orbs. Once you get a bunch of prismatic orbs, our build literally is going to start to smash. However, our opponent is going to be dealing quite a bit of damage with a fancy rapier and a magic staff. But can we keep up? We got a lot of armor and not too bad here. We got super lucky with a big old crit. Now, we literally didn't get any new skills, unfortunately. We did get enchanted weapons. We also got shielded. I really, really like shielded here. To be honest, it's a pretty darn strong skill. I'm gonna grab it. I say it's super strong because it is going to increase the damage reduction we get on our moon shields, and it's also going to activate our freaking vampiric armor a little bit faster. Let's grab this. Let's grab this gemstone. Let's roll. And we can also grab ourselves a moon armor for a ton more mana. But I think we roll for now. We want to grab ourselves a Jin's lamp. Set of blueberries is nice. Let's grab ourselves a stamina sack. I'll be back in a second while I sort the inventory out. Okay, with that, I think I'm going to move on with this for now. With our repeater in this position, getting that increased speed, we made our blood turn go a little bit faster too. Mana orbs in this situation. With our moon shield, we should be able to get a lot of mana generation as well, especially with our vampiric armor going turbo 90 as well. And we're going to try to get a big mana buff bomb, and with our amulet of energy, we should be able to activate our second one a lot faster too. Our opponent is going to be rocking a lot of cold on us, which could be problematic. We're stacking up our mana. And we should almost be able to get to our big mana buff bomb. Give us our regen, give us our vampirism, stacking up our blood torrent's damage. And we should be able to get our second one. And yeah, our build is starting to come together extremely awesome. Still pretty slow though. We definitely want to improve it. But with a lamp, we have the potential to lamp our blood torrent for even more damage. Which I'm kind of down for. Let's go ahead and grab it. Let's go ahead and get rid of a blue gemstone. And I do want to grab ourselves a pineapple for now as well. The only problem is, where the frick do we put it? So I'm going to rock on with this for now. We place our pineapple in this position. We have our shielded up top. We could actually place it down here. Yeah, that's a little bit better for a food item situation. But I mean, for mana orbs, this is slightly better here. Yeah, I'm going to rock on with this. We do have our lamp in this position. We should be able to activate our lamp on our blood turn. Unless our opponent is removing a lot of debuff removal. But once you start getting prismatic orbs, especially with repeater, we should be able to get to our lamp much faster. Stack up even more buffs, get to our big mana buff bomb, and start to deal some insane damage. I know what? It's actually looking a hell of a lot better for sure. Did take us a while to get our build online though. Our next question is, do we want to grab this regular amethyst? And the answer is, hell yeah. Well, let's roll. We got our first prismatic orb. Which is there any way we can really grab it right now? We can also craft up the new item as well, which is the Paradise Burb. Every 2.5 seconds, items gain a 7% chance to duplicate buffs they gain, and heal for 7% more and trigger 7% faster up to 10 times. It's awesome, but I really just want a prismatic orb, especially for that repeater. So is it actually worth selling our Amulet of Darkness here? This too, and you too. I think it is going to be definitely worth it. It doesn't really give us mana right now, unfortunately, unless we place it this side, but be back in a second when I sort the inventory once again. Okay, for now, we're going to rock on with this sort of situation. With a repeater in here, going to give us a ton of block. With a prismatic orb literally beside it. And this is going to give us 8 mana, 2 vampirism. It's not going to be insane for vampirism, but 8 mana every 10 seconds. It doesn't seem that great, but once we get more prismatic orbs, it's going to be even better. We'll see. And we still have our shield in this position, so we should be able to get a lot of mana generation. Now we should also have our boots beside our moon shields, so we get a little bit more too. We should be able to lamp our blood turn a hell of a lot faster. I know what? Actually, our build is coming together extremely awesomely. Although we do have to take on this Excalibur, stacking up a lot of buffs, and that's a 200 crit. Holy moly, that was straight up nuts. Alright, let's grab our little storage. Let's grab this too for a lot of healing reduction. I'm gonna roll. Piggy bank, we have to grab. Well, next up, do we want any of this stuff? We could grab Wonky Snowman for a bunch of snowballs. Inflicting some colds. I don't think we want that either. We could grab a pair of gloves and have increased speed on our blood turn like crazy as well. Let's grab this bit of storage. Yeah, I'm going to sacrifice a little bit of mana generation on a prismatic orb for right now. Then I'm going to continue to roll. I do want to keep this little bit of a gemstone so we get a little bit more regen. Now the only thing is our box of riches I do want to keep in, but we just literally don't have the space for it. Unless we do something like this, and I think that's going to be much better first. Anyway, I'm going to move on. So we should be able to increase the speed of our blood turn a lot faster with the gloves. Now, our blood turn is going to be outside our utility pouch. To be quite honest, I do prefer having attack speed on it rather than that increased damage. Although, with our lamp, it's going to be dealing some insane damage and not too bad. Okay, Piggy Bank pretty much exploded straight away. Give us a spear and an Armour Wilds. Armour Wilds is really, really awesome, especially with our lamp and our blood turn. I'm going to grab more crit chance though. Let's grab our stamina sack. I'm going to roll another mana orb. I do kind of want to grab. Let's grab another stamina sack too. I'm going to sell the spear. Do we actually want to keep this gemstone? I'm going to sell it because I do want to grab ourselves another mana orb here. I'm going to sell the lump of gold to roll once. And healing herbs I do kind of want to grab, to be quite honest. As for where this mana orb is going to sit, I think we're going to place it in here for now. We could literally move this out just a little bit. And I think this is going to have to do for now. But I think this should be really, really good. We should probably take this bag on sale as well. But yeah, I'm going to move on. Definitely going to move on. We're a big buff stacking builds. And this repeater is going to be awesome. And we could also actually have our gloves target our repeater to make that a lot faster. Yeah, that could actually be way more smarter. But hey, not too bad. Yeah, so it has some scaling damage, or scaling speed. Let's grab another prismatic orb. Doesn't mean I can't grab our storage unless we sell a gemstone, which I'm going to do. And let's go ahead and grab this for now. I'll be back in a second while I sort our inventory once again. Okay, I did change all the set rounds, and we're going to have our gloves in here for now. Targeting a repeater, along with a blood turn. I'm hoping that every time this triggers, it's going to activate our gloves, increasing speed constantly, so we can keep getting our prismatic orb to give us a bunch of mana, give us a bunch of vampirism. Now, the way we have it set up, our armor needs to sit in here for sure. Unfortunately, it is the way it is, and we're going to move on. We still want to get a bunch of armor from the repeater as well. Because every 9 seconds, we should be able to get an extra 100 armor. Every 8 seconds, yeah, this is actually going to be nuts. Gloves might be insanely crazy with repeater, and our build is looking genuinely insane. However, we do still end up with a 54 DPS. As for heals, 36 healing per second. And as for block, 48 block per second. So we're pretty offensive. Offense, maybe not the strongest. Our opponent does have Sir Sand, which is a brand new item as well, which both players take 25% more damage for 7 seconds. And inflicts 2 blind to both players. So basically, if we're going for a big burst build, that Sir Sand is going to be straight up nuts. Wait, we're starting to get a build online. Let's see if we can make it a lot crazier. Let's go ahead and grab our healing herbs. I would like to grab this to increase our attack speed. I'm not going to take it though. I'm going to roll cheese on sale. We could grab another armor here. I'm not going to take it though. I will take another fanny pack though, increasing the speed of our blood turn here. Still going to roll though. We want to grab ourselves a stone helmet. A stone helmet is going to be really awesome for us. For sure. Unfortunately, I think we're going to have to wait around to grab this. I'd love to craft it up this rounds, but I'm going to venture on with this round. Stone helmet is going to be really, really awesome, especially with the start battle effect. Well, 5.5 seconds, then to 9 seconds, we get our start battle effects. We get tons and tons of buffs. We can be able to lamp our blood turn, deal some big damage, get tons and tons of block. And this repeater might actually be way too good, to be quite honest. Even taking on enchanted staff fire with crit chance on a Dual Guardian with damage reduction. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Now, second pair of gloves might actually be to play here. Second pair of gloves on this side to increase the speed constantly, but I do kind of like our amounts of energy. But I definitely want to grab ourselves a stone helmet here, because that is going to be start ball effect. It's going to give us a lot of damage reduction. It's going to go over to Shaman Mask for sure. But maybe you just want a bunch of gloves instead of amounts of energy. I'm going to sell the box of riches. I'm not going to take the gloves. I'm going to roll. I want to take the protective little person. I'm going to grab it, and then I'm going to roll again. Now, sell blueberries, and another helmet and cap of resilience might actually be more worthwhile than what we have. But it is the last round to craft. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sell these gemstones. The stone 2, you 2. I'm going to take our cap, but it doesn't mean you can't craft up this, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm just going to venture on. I'm not going to take our armor pop for now. Also, I do not want to craft that up. Wait, we've got a big mana buff bomb. My blood turn is going to be dealing some insane damage. And it's going to be going pretty fast. We're going to be stacking up all our buffs. And this repeater, honestly, is crazy, crazy fun. We have so much buffs, it's kind of insane. And now we're going to have block, we're going to have damage reduction. And we're going to have just insane amounts of value. Let's grab ourselves blueberries, give us more mana off the rip. I'm going to roll looking, well, we could just take the flute, to be honest. That's going to be another magic item. It's going to be kind of nice for a mana orb. We can also have more healing reduction. We can roll again, another elfin rune for more max life. Protective purse for a little bit more block. Yeah, we probably should have took. Also, Maneki Neku increase the speed of a repeater with a prismatic orb. Might actually be worth it here. Now, I would sell a Piggy Pinata, but that 5% crit chance with these 2 Hawk runes is actually going to be worth it in my opinion. The question is, I'm going to sell healing herbs, I'm going to sell our cap, and I do really, really want to take this here. The only question is, where the frick do we place it? Well, we could place it in here. We do lose a little bit of mana generation, but it is going to give us some healing efficiency, and it's going to make our blood turn go faster, it's going to make our Green's Lamp go faster, it's going to make our repeater go faster, along with our prismatic orbs. I definitely think it's going to be way worth it here. We got 1 more gold, and a bloody amulet would have been extremely nice here to grab as well. So we can get a lot more vampirism. I would have loved to stack way more vampiric items, but mana orbs, or mana generation on a bunch of mana orbs is also pretty darn awesome too. But yeah, this repeater looking extremely fun. But anyway, let's go and see if this is going to be good enough, or we're going to fall short. We're going to slow this one down. We are going to begin a prismatic sword cursed dagger type build. They're going to be inflicting a lot of debuffs, a lot of blind. So we could actually be in trouble. We do stack up a lot of luck though, increasing our accuracy. Yeah, we're going to have not too much trouble with blind. Now we did use a lot of it with our lamp. That's a lot of blind stacked on us. They do have their invulnerability. We do get a big bomb once again. And that's a 200 damage crit. 92 damage. And yeah, it's not even going to be close here. genuinely awesome. By the end of it, we had 100 damage blood turn and a repeater triggering every 8 seconds, even with 14 cold on us. Now we did only end up with a 70 DPS, which is not insane by any means. We did end up with 47 healing per second, with 10 max health gained per second. And then as for block, 50 block per second. So between block and heals, we're extremely defensive. And on top of it, we had a lot of damage reduction with a stone helmet, because every time this activates, we're getting damage reduction. But anyways, we did survive 2 lives left. I'm going to leave it here for now. Just want to say thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, or even consider subscribing. And I hope to keep looking for the next one. I'll see you next time. Okay, we're back in history, and we're going to see if we can take on this opponents. Now, they got the brand new skill, False Life, with the Dark Lantern, which is going to give them a lot more max life. If they do overheal, they're going to get even more max life as well. But we're dealing some big damage. They're going to resurrect. But I don't think it's going to be even close. Not too bad here. 300 crit with the blood turn. Straight up crazy. Okay, we've got a Paradise Burb with a mana stacking type builds. Also with the double rainbow. Holy moly, this is nuts. Our opponent is going to be turbo stacking mana like there's no crazy tomorrow. Whatever that sentence means. But honestly, we're stacking buffs way faster than our opponents. Now, if we actually had the double rainbow here, or the bird, imagine how much crazy buffs we'd be stacking. Okay, can we take on a Paradise Burb Excalibur type build? Because this could actually be genuinely insane. Increasing the speed like crazy, that's the biggest effect for an Excalibur. But Sersan doesn't really make too much sense here in this build. They're going to go super fast, they're going to be stacking buffs. I thought we were turbo stacking buffs, but our opponent is also going straight up crazy. And unfortunately, yeah, we literally cannot take on that build.